Hello everyone and welcome to a special District 3 playoff edition of LMP's The Huddle. From the LMP Multimedia Studio, I'm Keith Schweigert. The postseason is officially underway and 9 teams from the Lancaster-Lebanon League were in action in the first round. 6 of them are moving on, while 3 of them saw their seasons come to an end. Let's start in the Quad A bracket, where 3 of the 4 LL League teams advanced and 2 of them set up rematches. That would be Manheim Township and Hempfield, who will be seeing one another for the second time in 3 weeks after picking up hard-fought first-round victories. Township had its hands full with Governor Mifflin, whom they defeated 42-28 back in Week 3. This time around, the Blue Streaks gave up an early 13-7 lead before they got their offense going, then had to hold off a late rally to pull out a 34-19 victory. Eric Benjamin ran for 4 touchdowns and hit Cade Kubicki for a pair of TD strikes for the Streaks, who scored twice in the fourth quarter to give themselves some breathing room. Meanwhile, Hempfield had to fight off a couple of late surges from Southwestern to pull out a 23-21 victory in Landisville. It was Jimmy Dizon's interception in the final minute that sealed it for the Black Knights, who got 2 touchdown runs from quarterback Sam Kramer and a 176-yard 1-touchdown performance from running back Will Blair. So Hempfield and Township will face off in Neffsville for the second time this season next Friday. Section 1 champ Wilson will also have a rematch in the second round after stomping Harrisburg 56-6 in its playoff opener. The Bulldogs will host Central Dauphin East next Friday. CD East hammered Dallastown 41-14 to set up its second shot at Wilson, but I'm not sure how much of a reward that's going to be. Wilson blanked them 38-0 back in Week 2. The only Section 1 team that did not advance was Cedar Crest. The Falcons came out on the wrong end of a 46-0 beatdown by Exeter Township. Their season ends with a 5-6 record. Let's move on to AAA, where the Section 2 tri-champions are all moving on to the second round. We'll start in Quarryville, where Solanco picked up the first playoff win in program history with a 43-0 smackdown of Shippensburg. This one was all Golden Mules. They built a 29-0 lead at halftime and put it in cruise control from there. Damon Weary and Prosper Eguizawa both scored 2 touchdowns for Solanco, while Robbie Hassel and Noah McCardell found the end zone once each. So the Mules are moving on, and they'll be seeing a familiar foe in the second round. That would be Lampeter Strasburg, which knocked off Palmyra 41-20 to get its second shot at Solanco. Colin Bear Shank had a short touchdown run and hit J.B. Boynton for a pair of touchdown passes for the Pioneers, and Boynton also took a kickoff 79 yards to the house. LS will visit Quarryville next Friday in the quarterfinals. They're hoping they'll have a better trip there than they did earlier this season when they lost 42-14 back in Week 5. The other Section 2 champ, Manheim Central, will be joining Solanco and LS in the second round as well. They had an easy 51-3 over Spring Grove. The Barons will host East Pennsboro, a 42-20 winner over Middletown. The only LL League team that didn't move on in the AAA bracket was Northern Lebanon. They ran into a buzzsaw in Northeastern and fell 48-12 to end their season with an 8-3 record. The final district playoff game involving a Lancaster-Lebanon League team was in Class AA, and that was Anvil-Cleona. The Little Dutchmen were blown out by Berks Catholic 61-14 and finished their season with a 6-5 record. So there you have it, all the results involving Lancaster-Lebanon League teams in the District 3 playoffs. For the full playoff scoreboard, visit lancasteronline.com. We'll also have game details coming up from all of tonight's games up soon. And of course, you can also follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. Thanks for joining me, everybody. See you next week.